meet and greet of Muhammad Ishaq, who is running for a nomination candidate from MISSISSAUGA Center. I have known Muhammad Ishaq for a long time, and he is a person who's always there to stand with me whenever I need him. Not only with me, with all the friends. He's always standing with the community. Moreover, he is a long-time Conservative Party of Canada supporter. I have seen him working, spent many of his years helping Conservative Party of Canada. And it's time for us to pay him back. How we can pay him back is to help him sign up many members from MISSISSAUGA Center. I am sure lots of people are here, and everybody has people, relatives, friends live in MISSISSAUGA Center. So it's my request, everyone to come forward and support him, because he needs our support. He's always there for everybody, and now it's time for us to pay him back. The forms are outside in the front lobby, and if you need to fill it out, you can reach out to me and I can help you out to fill out the form. And let's all come forward and support Ishaq Muhammad to be our next MP of MISSISSAUGA Center. Thank you.
Thank you, Arslan. My next speaker, another friend of Ishaq Muhammad. May I request Gary Bhatt to please come on the podium and say a few words about Ishaq Muhammad and his campaign. Mr. Gary Bhatt. जी Gary साहब आ रहे हैं? Gary साहब, please. So I believe we have now the people sitting in the back. We have the seats here. Please come and sit here, please.
Thank you. सस्तेकाल, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। इशाक भाई जो कि कम्युनिटी के लिए काफ़ी अरसे से काम कर रहे हैं, और हमने तो पिछले 5-7 साल से देखा हुआ है कि वो दिलो जान से सारी कम्युनिटी के लिए काम करते हैं। मैंने ब्रैम्पटन मिसिसागा में हमेशा उनको पाया हुआ है, जहाँ भी ऐसी कोई कम्युनिटी इवेंट होती है जिसके अंदर उनका कंट्रीब्यूशन सबसे ज़्यादा रहता है। इस बार उन्होंने डिसाइड किया हुआ है कि मिसिसागा सेंटर से वो कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी के लिए अपना नॉमिनेशन करेंगे। तो डेफिनेटली आई एम वेरी मच कॉन्फिडेंट कि उनका जो हार्डवर्क है इतने सालों का, वो आप सबने भी नोटिस किया होगा। और हम डिसाइड करें कि जैसे आज इकट्ठा हुए हैं, हर एक बंदा और 5 बंदे को उस दिन लेके आए जब भी वोटिंग करनी हो, क्योंकि होता यही है कि जब वोटिंग की बात आती है तब हम लोग इकट्ठा नहीं होते हैं। तो आज यहाँ जितने भी लोग आए हैं, कम से कम 5 से 10 बंदे अपने साथ लेके आए और उनके लिए मिसिसागा सेंटर के लिए वोट करें। बाकी थैंक यू। बाकी मेरी दिल से दुआ है, और इशाक भाई वी आर ऑलवेज विथ यू। जब भी आपको जरूरत तो है ही है हमें इकट्ठा मिलकर काम करने के लिए, पर फिर भी इसके दौरान भी अगर कुछ भी हो तो वी आर विथ यू। थैंक यू सो मच।
Do we have any doubt that Ishaq will not win after this overwhelming response? And a round of applause for yourself, as friends of Ishaq came here to show you support, and definitely unofficially we can declare that he will be the candidate from Mississauga Center for the next federal election for the Conservative Party of Canada. Our next speaker, if I see here, is Katana Saab is here. Nadeem Akbar Katana. Anyone can tell me? The Katana Saab is here. Katana Saab is not here. Okay. My next speaker, another friend and long-time conservative, Mr. Frank Fang. I request Frank to please come on the podium and say a few words. Frank Fang. Yeah, especially on my right hand side. We are here for an event. I need your attention here. And definitely right after the dinner you will have too much time to talk. Please pay some respect to the event so we can conclude it properly. Frank.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Good. Yeah, today we come here to support Ishaq Muhammad. Yeah, my name is Frank Fenn. I was the president of EDA in Mississauga Center. I live in Mississauga over 20 years. I come here to support Ishaq. He's my best friend. When I run NP in Medina for York, he drive from Mississauga to Toronto to support me. He's a very good my friend and a volunteer and a supporter. Today, just come here and say some word. Please vote him. If you have time, talk him, deliver flyers, telephone call, and tell your friend who live in Mississauga Center. We have to make Ishaq Muhammad to win this election. Thank you, everybody. I speak Cantonese, I speak Mandarin. So around 10,000 people in Ishaq Center, I will tell them, no matter they know Ishaq Muhammad or no, please vote Ishaq Muhammad, okay? Conservative. Thank you.
You change the atmosphere of the event. Now everybody is listening to me as well. Thank you very much, Frank. Few more friends, and we need the same energy, the energy showed by Frank. So we need this energy, so we will convert this energy and transform this energy from this hall to Mississauga Center for the next nomination election for the Conservative Party of Canada, whenever those elections will coming up. I have another speaker, a very active member of this community. Also, you have seen her into many organizations, working for different organizations, sponsoring many events, and she is also a very good friend of Ishaq Muhammad. May I request Sumi Khan, so please come here and say a few words about Ishaq Muhammad. Sumi Khan. And definitely you can appreciate them when they are, so your claps are important. Huh? So Sumi, please.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to everyone. This is my honor and privilege to talk about Muhammad Ishaq. Muhammad Ishaq is one of the best candidate you can believe on. I just wanted to say leadership wants the collaboration and the inspiration of the community, and Muhammad Ishaq has all these qualities. So guys, do come out and vote for Muhammad Ishaq. He needs your help, and you guys can make the difference. I'm really shocked today to see all these people here under this roof. If you guys can come here, you guys can come out and vote for Ishaq. So guys, please do come out when Ishaq needs your help and make him an MP of Mississauga. Thank you.
Our next speaker, so thanks God, now we have everyone seated. Make sure that everyone have a seat. Rizwan Pasha and Aslan Beg, this is your job, to make sure that everyone, all the guests, they have seat. And Ishaq bhai, you can definitely sit, relax man, you're already a candidate, just come here, sit. People want to see you here, so just sit here. My next speaker, a very well-known community member, and definitely we are proud of him that he was the first selected and nominated judge for the citizenship, Mr. Rafiq Rokriya. And also, on the top of this, he is also a very active conservative member and a friend of Ishaq Muhammad, Mr. Rafiq Rokriya.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening and bonsoir. I'm very honored and privileged and proud to be here to support Muhammad Ishaq Muhammad Ishaq. I've known him for almost 25 years. He's a very down-to-earth and humble gentleman. He's a true conservative, and I will humbly request all of you, please sign up as a member in Mississauga Center. Support him. If you do not live in his riding, then at least be part of his winning team and financially support him so he can represent all of us and all of you in the House of Commons. Nomination race is very tough to fight, it's challenging, but Boy Scout rules, be prepared and be prepared. So please support him, help him, whatever way you can. Every penny, every cent, every effort, every minute counts. पाकिस्तान में मुझे याद है कराची में हम लोग कहते थे अभी बैंक का कहना आता था कतरा कतरा दरिया बनता है, तो तो अपनी मेहनत, अपनी स्किल्स, अपने पैसे, अपना टीम वर्क से इस कतरिया को इस दरिया बनाइए और इस समंदर को पार करा के इसाक मोहम्मद को हाउस ऑफ कॉमन में हम सब की आवाज़ पहुंचा दें। थैंक यू, जज़ाकल्लाह खैर।
Thank you very much. My next speaker is a very successful entrepreneur. Introduced a new style of business in the city, a very active community member, a conservative, and also now a media personality. May I request Athar Aryan Hussain to please come and say a few words. Mr. Athar Aryan Hussain.
बहुत शुक्रिया आरिफ भाई। अस्सलाम वालेकुम everybody. I'm very happy to see everybody here. अपने बारे में तो खैर मैं कुछ बात नहीं करूँगा, but I want to talk something about Ishaq bhai. Ishaq bhai is one of the first conservatives I got to know, क्योंकि मैं जब इस community में मेरा introduction हुआ कोई 10-12 साल पहले, तो I remember हमारी community में बड़ा hard time चल रहा था, और उस वक्त Ishaq bhai was the one who was coming forward. मुझे रिमेंबर उन्होंने पहली दफ़ा शायद इनवाइट किया था जैसन कैनी जो उस मिनिस्टर थे, उनको बुला के कम्युनिटी के साथ एक सिक्योरिटी मीटिंग भी यहाँ की थी। तो वो बड़ा सेंसिटिव टाइम था हमारी कम्युनिटी के लिए, और हमें ऐसे ही लोगों की ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि वक्त ऊपर नीचे होता रहता है। कभी हम एक पार्टी की तरफ जाते हैं, कभी दूसरी तरफ जाते हैं, कभी कोई चीज़ें नज़र आती नहीं। कुछ लोग ऐसे हैं जो मुसलसल कम्युनिटी को जो है पार्टी के साथ इंट्रोड्यूस कराए जा रहे हैं। उनको इस चीज़ से फ़र्क नहीं पड़ रहा है कि कौन से मिनिस्टर्स आ रहे हैं, कौन से मिनिस्टर्स नहीं आ रहे हैं, कौन पावर में है, कौन नहीं है। तो इसाक भाई इज़ वन ऑफ देम। आई एम ऑनर्ड कि यहाँ पे जो कुछ लोगों को मैं अपने बारे में कहता हूँ कि एज ए कंजर्वेटिव अगर किसी ने मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस कराया है तो इसाक भाई थे। परवेज़ अख्तर भाई यहाँ पे अगर कहीं मौजूद हैं तो उन्होंने gave me a very good introduction to the party, brought me into the party, और इसाक भाई ने मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस कराया। तो हमें ऐसे ही लोगों की ज़रूरत है जो कि बिहाइंड द सीन सालों साल जो है ना आपको कम्युनिटी की आवाज़ को गवर्नमेंट के पास लेके जा रहे हैं। और मुझे उम्मीद है कि अभी इसाक भाई से बेटर यहाँ पे कोई कैंडिडेट नहीं होगा सेंटर के लिए, क्योंकि ये उस वक्त हमारी आवाज़ वहाँ पे लेके जा रहे थे जिस वक्त कोई लेके नहीं जा रहा था। एवरीबडी वाज स्केप्टिकल अबाउट दिस पार्टी। सो अब नाउ अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह एक वेव आ रही है, वी गोना सी अ ब्लू MISSISSAUGA, blue Canada, and we're going to see a new Prime Minister, and I hope to see मेरे भाई Ishaq as a Minister of Parliament from the center and also a Minister. लेकिन इसमें एक चीज़ ज़रूर है, इलेक्शंस जो हैं सेल्फी से नहीं जीते जाते। इलेक्शंस जो हैं वो खानों से नहीं जीते जाते, सोशल मीडिया सपोर्ट से नहीं जीते जाते। दो चीज़ें चाहिए होती हैं इलेक्शन जीतने के लिए, एक नोट और एक वोट। तो यहाँ जो लोग भी आ रहे हैं और जो लोग भी कमिट कर रहे हैं इसाक भाई के साथ, तो वो इनमें से एक चीज़ डेफिनेटली कमिट करें। बहुत पैसे चाहिए होते हैं नॉमिनेशन रन करने के लिए, इट्स नॉट एन ईजी जॉब। उनको पैसों की भी ज़रूरत होगी, अगर आप खुद डोनेट कर सकते हैं तो करें, नहीं कर सकते तो उनके लिए फंड रेज करें। अगर आप सेंटर में रहते हैं तो उनके लिए वोट करें, मेंबर बनाएं, और अगर आप सेंटर में नहीं रहते तो उनके लिए आके वॉलंटियर करें, क्योंकि अगर आप नोट और वोट लेके नहीं आएंगे तो इसाक भाई को हम आगे ले जा नहीं सकते। आप लोगों के आने का बहुत शुक्रिया, मुझे इज्जत देने का बहुत शुक्रिया आरिफ भाई, और उम्मीद है कि आप सबको मैं सेंटर में देखूंगा उनको सपोर्ट करते हुए। थैंक यू।
Thank you very much, thanks a lot. नदीम अख्तर कटाना साहब की तलाश जारी थी कि वो उनकी आमद यकीनन अभी नहीं हुई। My next speaker, another active member of the conservative family and a friend of Ishaq Muhammad. I request Sidra Anjum, so please come on the stage in few words. Sidra Anjum, please.
Bonjour tout le monde, j'espère que vous êtes bien. I am Sidra Anjum. I am a university student, and I'm also one of the board members of the Oakville EDA. And Ishaq uncle is a great friend of my dad, Sajid Anjum. And the connection between Ishaq and my dad is very, very inspiring. And as they collaborate to engage the community in leadership, it highlights how crucial it is for a member like Ishaq uncle to be representing us in Parliament. We need a person with his charisma, and we need a person who actually cares about the well-being of our community and promotes our interests in the federal Parliament. So Ishaq uncle's actions definitely speak louder than his words, and he isn't just saying things, he's also doing it. Ishaq est un membre essentiel de la communauté. Il joue un rôle clé dans la garantie du bien-être et de la prospérité de toutes les générations. Avec une attention particulière pour impliquer et bénéficier toutes les personnes ici aujourd'hui, today. I urge every one of you to actively engage your youth just like me, into politics and support Ishaq uncle for yourself and for the betterment of our community. Jazakallah khair.
Thank you, Sidra. As Athar said, that when nobody was talking about Conservative Party, especially in the immigrant community, that was the time when Ishaq Muhammad was raising the flag, holding the flag of Conservative Party and telling them that this is the party we need to join. He was consistent and he decided that I will bring my community into this party, and today this is the result of his efforts that we are all here to support him for his nomination candidacy. In addition to people like my age or your age or all of us, Ishaq also was able to bring the youth of our community into the Conservative Party. He was able to sit with them, he was able to talk to them, he was able to convince them that this is the party, if you are born and raised in Canada, this is the party you need to work with. One of the youth he introduced to the Conservative Party is also my next speaker. I would request Taha Sheikh to please come here and say a few words about Ishaq Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum, hello and bonjour. How's everyone doing tonight? There's over 300 people here. I'm going to ask you again, how's everyone doing tonight? That's what I expect from a bunch of common sense conservatives. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taha Sheikh. It is my honor to be here at Ishaq Bhai. Thank you for having me. My journey with Ishaq Bhai started because he's my dad's best friend. Ishaq Bhai introduced me to the conservatives a couple of years ago. And as my father and everybody else also mentioned, Ishaq Bhai was the only Muslim that has stuck with the conservatives for years. And the good thing about him is that he's done an amazing job of not only educating our community about what the conservatives stand for, but he also did a lot of work within the party. He educated the party about our values, what the Muslim community needs and wants. But unfortunately, as of right now, the Muslim community does not have a voice in the Conservative Party. It is enough of lip service and it's time for action. We need someone like Ishaq Bhai to be an elected member of parliament to ensure the Muslim community has a loud and vocal voice who will stand for us. He stood for us for the last 10 to 15 years, and I assure you, from what I know about Ishaq Bhai, he will continue to stand for us. But the only way that can happen is that there's a rule of three. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, he needs your time. If you don't live in the riding, come out to canvas. Put up signs for him. Ask him what he needs done on social media. Put in your time and the results will come. And number two, as my friend over here said, money. No campaign is successful without funds. And number three, a nomination is only successful when it comes to membership. Those three are the rule of thumb that we need to ensure that we have, and I'm sure within a couple of months, we'll be standing here and celebrating and announcing Ishaq Bhai as the next Member of Parliament for Mississauga Centre. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Taha. Being an entrepreneur and then a successful entrepreneur, this is also important that you are an active member of the community. And in addition to this, you are generous, you are philanthropist, you are there when community need you. Whether it is building a hospital or you need to give donation, whether it is a boss which needs your donation, or it is a candidate from a political party from a provincial level or a federal level, you need to be there. Then it becomes the full personality of a successful businessman. My next speaker is Mr. Parvez Akhtar, indeed a friend of Ishaq Muhammad.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Aribhai, thank you so much for the kind words. I think you said too much. And thank you, Aryan, for, I remember those days, when we brought so many people. But I'm very excited and I was looking forward for tonight's event because Ishaq is a kind-hearted person, a person you want to meet, a person you want to socialize. So whenever I meet him, I say, Ishaq bhai, when are you going to put your name? So he said, Parvez bhai is coming, is coming. So today is a day, is a working day, but I made sure I come here. And by looking this crowd tonight, I think only Ishaq can do that. You know, this is amazing. You know, it's like tonight we are declaring the victory. So I remember there was a time when we were going through some tough time with Conservative Party, and as a businessman, the last thing we want to go to the politics. But there was a circumstances when I did my little bit research and I find out, I said, no, we have to get involved. So when I went there, I think I found only Ishaq and Senator Salma. Just two these people were struggling and fighting alone that time. And yes, you get differences. When you are in your family with your kids, your brother, your sister, you get different. Same thing is the party. So always remember that political party is a public property. If this property you buy with $10 or $15 membership, if you're not gonna claim your property, someone will come and claim this property. So don't worry if the leader you don't like it. Show up in the convention, show up in the EDA, and just make sure your voice is being heard. And tonight, I think Ishaq did a great and amazing job, and congratulations to Ishaq's friends. You know, they did an amazing event, and we are always there for you. And I just looking, our star is walking is Arpan Khanna, and he's another example. You know, he's like I know him, a young boy who started as a staffer and worked hard, and today is our honorable MVP. So Conservative Party, respect, you know, hard-working people. I want more people to come put your name, and you know, make sure we have a lot of MPs sitting in the House of Commons. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. बहुत शुक्रिया, Mr. Pervez Akhtar. So two more speakers and then the keynote. Ishaq Muhammad and then the dinner. Trust me, dinner is already ready for you. I'm going to introduce another friend of Ishaq Muhammad, a very active member of the community, a successful media personality, and indeed a very good friend of Ishaq Muhammad, Mr. Badam Ali Chaudhary. I request you, Badam, to please come and say a few words.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। लगता है कि तकरीर के बगैर खाना नहीं मिलेगा इसहाक भाई, तो तकरीर तो करनी पड़ेगी। और जो बातें कर रहे हैं उनका टेबल जो है ना लास्ट में उनकी बारी आएगी, इस वजह से बातें ना करें। और इसहाक बात थैंक यू सो मच आरिफ शेख साहब। आई एम नॉट ए पोलिटिकल पर्सन, आई एम हियर एज ए फ्रेंड ऑफ इसहाक मोहम्मद। आई कैन से ही इज फ्रेंड ऑफ फ्रेंड्स, दोस्तों का दोस्त है। मैं अक्सर कहता हूँ कि हमारे बाज़ ऐसे दोस्त हैं जिसमें इसहाक साहब शायद नंबर 1 हैं कि सारा शहर आपको छोड़ जाएगा, ये बंदा आपके साथ खड़ा रहेगा। और अभी हमारी बारी है कि हम इसके साथ खड़े हों। पार्टी कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी में भी हमें जाना चाहिए, और इस बार मुझे उम्मीद है कि कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी के प्लेटफॉर्म से इसहाक मोहम्मद और हमारे कई दोस्त जो है वो पार्लियामेंट में मौजूद होंगे। इसहाक साहब के लिए इतनी तालियां बजा दें ताकि उनको एहसास हो कि हम मिलेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you very much. While I was almost there to bring Ishaq here, I saw a good friend coming towards the hall, and it's my pleasure to introduce a member of parliament, and I have seen him working. If anyone going into politics, and not only politics, if you're doing a business, or you're a community activist, or you're running an NGO, and you need to know how to work yourself, set up the example, and let your team, let your volunteer, let your family follow. And that's what I saw in his campaign. There were several times we went all the way from here to Woodstock, Oxford, and every time we were not able to meet him because he was knocking the door. And then recently there was a by-election in Woodstock, Oxford, and he became the member of parliament from the Conservative Party of Canada. And ladies and gentlemen, please put your hand together and welcome Mr. Arpan Khanna, member of parliament from Woodstock.
Assalamu alaikum, namaskar, sat sri akal, good evening. How's everyone doing today? You know, in campaigns, it's a lot about energy. And I want to set the tone right for Ishaq bhai. How's the energy in the room today? Good. I think it's going to be better. See, in Oxford, we're a lot louder than you guys, so let's try that again. How's everyone doing today? Good. Excellent. So my apologies for being a bit late today. I just got off a flight. I have a vote in 20 minutes, but I wanted to drop by and just say how great of an individual Ishaq is. And this room speaks to that. If I look around, we have such great community leaders by his side. And the one thing I can tell you is that I've been campaigning this year quite aggressively in Oxford County. And Ishaq was always by my side. No matter the good, the bad, he stood by. And that speaks to the volume of the type of person he is. See, I always think when you want to look at a politician, don't look at, how he dresses or how he acts, but look at his character. See what he stands for. See his values. And what I believe is that Ishaq has that charisma, that compassion, the same values that we all hold of faith, family, and freedom. And he's a fighter. And more importantly, he's loyal to his friends and his community and Canadians. So we need more people like Ishaq running in office. We have an election coming up. We're not sure when that's going to be. But every single day we're working hard in Parliament to hold this government to account. But I can tell you, by having Ishaq Muhammad representing MISSISSAUGA Centre, fighting for the community, he will be a strong asset for not only the Conservative Party of Canada, but for all Canadians. Yeah, guys, I think that's a round of applause. That's awesome. But in nominations, I ask you, please help them sign up memberships. This is a numbers game. We have to sign up. Ask your friends. Ask your neighbors. Nominations aren't won by just photo ops. They're won by hard work on the ground. And selling membership is not easy. I know times are tough right now. A lot of folks are struggling to make ends meet. But we have to go door to door, neighbor to neighbor, friend to friend, and make that ask for him. Because I know he'll be a strong champion for MISSISSAUGA in Ottawa. So I will be campaigning with Ishaq side by side, and I ask all of you, please join us and get a common sense Conservative elected here in MISSISSAUGA, so we can turn not only MISSISSAUGA blue, but all of Canada, and make sure Pierre Poilievre is our next Prime Minister. Thank you so much, and I look forward to working with you.
The friendship between Arpan Khanna and Ishaq Muhammad has many unique elements into it. I'll try to explain. By this point, I cannot name all those guests. Honorable guests came here other than the speaker. If I'm going to miss few names, then I will be responsible. So again, on behalf of the friends of Ishaq Muhammad, on behalf of the organizer of tonight's event, I'm again thankful to all of you for coming here and joining to us on this Thursday evening for this event. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to invite the person to whom we are all here. We all love him. We are all known as friends of Ishaq Muhammad. I have the pleasure to invite and the honor to invite the next candidate and the next member of Parliament, inshallah, from MISSISSAUGA Centre for Conservative Party of Canada, Ishaq Muhammad.
Thank you so much, Sheikh Sahab. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming today. It's really an honor for me to see so many supporters, voters, friends, and family members. Thank you so much. A special thanks to my dear brother, Arpan Khanna, Member of Parliament from Oxford. It was not easy for him, there was a vote today in the session, but he came especially for me. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you. Thank you. Good evening, friends. It's an absolute honor and truly humbling to be here with all of you today. As many of you know, my name is Ishaq Muhammad, and with your support, I'm seeking to be next Member of Parliament from our great riding, Mississauga Centre. Like many of you, I came to this beautiful country as an immigrant with a dream for a better life for my family. And back then, that Canadian dream was achievable. If you worked hard, played by the rules, you could earn an honest living, buy a home, raise your family, and live a decent life. But after 8 years of this Liberal government and weak leadership of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, that Canadian dream is fading. Under Justin Trudeau, a record 2 million food bank visits in a single month. I repeat that. Every single month, 2 million people, they visit food banks because they don't have money to buy food. That's really shameful. Housing costs have doubled. Mortgage payments are 150% higher than they were before Trudeau. Violent crime is up 39%. Tent cities exist in almost every big city. Over 50% of Canadians are just 200 or less away from going broke. Talking about tent cities, yesterday there was a refugee in Brampton who died because he did not have shelter, he did not have house to live. We can always welcome more and more immigrants, but we're supposed to have infrastructure for them, we're supposed to have proper arrangements so that when they come, they have at least a roof under which they can live. That's a basic thing we should do. Canadians renewing their mortgages at today's rates will see an increase from 2% to 6% or even higher. The IMF warns that Canada is the most at risk in G7 for mortgage default crisis. Business insolvencies have increased by 37% this year. Canadians are working harder and harder, but barely getting by. But friends, there's a hope. With the right leadership, with Pierre Poilievre as Prime Minister, we can turn this hurt caused by Justin Trudeau into hope for all Canadians. I have been a lifelong Conservative who shares our Conservative values of faith, family, and freedom. I'm a real estate professional, and more importantly, a proud husband to Muniza, my wife right there, and 4 children. Everybody is here to see, if anybody wants to see my family, they all are here. Actually, my in-laws' family are here too, so in case you want to know how bad I am. I served as Pierre's National Outreach Coordinator during his leadership campaign and have been actively involved with our Conservative movement for over a decade, helping Conservative leaders like Andrew Scheer, Pierre Poilievre. Friends, I will be one of the hardest working MPs in the Parliament. I will serve with humility. I will work for Canadians. I will fight back against this woke nonsense. I will be a strong voice for Mississauga in Ottawa and help restore that Canadian dream. Together with Pierre as Prime Minister, we will make sure Mississauga Centre has a public servant that puts them first. But I need your help. We need to sign memberships. We have about 300 people in this hall. If each one of you can sign just 5 members, 1,500 members are right there. So I will make sure I have written everybody's name. So I will make sure I go to your homes, and I'll be asking everybody to give me at least 5 members. So dinner will be open after you give me 5 members. Is that a fair deal? Thank you so much once again for coming. It's really beautiful to see. This is first time that I invited my friends and families for myself. Otherwise, I used to do it for my leaders, for other member parliaments, for ministers. But it's such a beautiful thing to see. I cannot forget this in my life ever. When I started my journey with Conservative Party, that time it was Stephen Harper's government, and there were many misunderstandings. Community, they were not liking it to be conservative. So whenever I used to organize an event, I used to have tough time gathering people. So my brother Vakas Gondal, he's been always there for me. He used to help me a lot in gathering people, inviting people. And then after that, he used to get trouble from my other Liberal fellows. That why are you inviting these people? So now they should know he was invited because we needed a change. And now you can see the change. We have change right here in this hall. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming. I really appreciate your presence, and looking forward to talking to you and meeting you, signing memberships. Thank you so much once again.
I think people want to listen more to you, but I believe. But if we delay dinner, they may not like you anymore. So I better. Okay, so I will have a last. You stay here now. So we'll have a vote of thanks. We have another great friend of Ishaq Muhammad, and a great community activist, and also a very active member of Conservative Party, and a former candidate for the federal election from Milton. So I will be inviting him in a few minutes. So right after his vote of thanks, we will have the buffet ready. May I request a former candidate for the Conservative Party of Canada from Milton, and a very active member of this community who have been into politics for so many years, Mr. Nadeem Akbar Katana, to please come for the vote of thanks. तालियां बजा दें यार, no problem.
Shukriya Sheikh Saab. First of all, I'm really sorry. I'm supposed to be here 6:30, and that's what I promised with my brother Ishaq. It was my daughter's graduation in Hamilton, so I got stuck over there with her friends and family, so I couldn't make it. Wow, what a gathering. In my political history, I've been involved with the Conservative Party for the last 20 years. But I haven't seen so many friends together to support a candidate, to support a friend. It is amazing, and it is a round of applause for all of you and Brother Ishaq. As Brother Ishaq mentioned, that he has been involved with this party for a long time, and it was very few of us who were here on the conservative side asking for your support, working with the community, taking the leaders to the community, taking your concerns to the leaders, and we were working on this side for all of you. And I'm glad, I'm happy to see that we're all together now to support a friend who could be an excellent MP, who could be an excellent member of parliament from Mississauga Centre, Muhammad Ishaq. So I'm also here to support my brother. And I can tell you, from the day one till the day end, we are going to win this, inshallah, with your support, with everybody's support, with all the friends' support, that we need to work hard to have this nomination election win for Muhammad Ishaq. So the important thing, I'm here actually to say thank you, but I have to mention this. The nomination elections are very important. And as you all know, that, especially when you work for the federal or provincial politics, the nominations are the key. That you win the nomination, then you will be able to win the membership. Then you will be able to become a member of the parliament. that in order for you to become a member of parliament, you have to win the nomination. So in order for you to win the nomination, there is a process. The process is, as Ishaq Bhai mentioned, that all of us has to sign up our friends, family, whoever lives in Mississauga Center. We need to sign membership. So I believe when you go today, Ishaq Bhai asked for 5 members. I would add another 2. So please commit 7 members for each and every one of you before you go home, and tell Ishaq Bhai that we're going to sign and we're going to win, inshallah. At the end, again, thank you so much for all of your support, for all of your help. As I mentioned, Ishaq is our brother. He's been involved in the party for a long time. We need to support him. This is the time for my brother Ishaq that we need to support him. Please support my brother Ishaq. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you for coming on this cold, chilly night and joining us here. I am definitely honored to host this event, and Ishaq Muhammad is definitely one of the most luckiest person that he has so many friends who came on his very short notice and joined him today. The dinner is ready. We have 2 buffets on my right and left. Please help yourself. Ishaq will be here. There will be pictures going on. He will be coming. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and good night.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum, good evening everyone. It's Heena Siddiqi from Canada 1 TV. We are gathering here at Capital Banquet Hall in the honor of a meet and greet for Ishaq Muhammad, who is a nomination candidate from Federal Conservative from Mississauga Center. So I have Arif Sheikh with me, and let's talk to him about this event and about his thoughts on this candidacy.
Well, thank you very much for coming and attending and covering this event. We are all here. We are the friends of Ishaq Muhammad. You know, Canada is a multicultural society, and there is a federal election coming up, maybe next year in 2024, definitely in 2025. So the federal conservative needs the new candidate because they will be running for this election. In Mississauga Center, Ishaq Muhammad will be a nomination candidate. Ishaq has been working with the federal conservative for more than 15 years, and he's one of the guys who kept the flag for this party. He made sure that people are coming into this party. He was always bringing Muslims and Pakistani community and all other communities from the immigration area to this party. Today, over 300 people were here, and it was a sort of an informal kickoff of his campaign candidacy. I am pretty sure that with this warm welcome and with this overwhelming support from the people, I'm pretty sure that whenever this nomination election will happen in Mississauga Center for the Conservative Party of Canada, Ishaq will be a successful candidate.
Sure. I would like to know also one more thing. Why are you supporting him? What is the reason behind it? What do you like? One thing you want to say that he is the most eligible candidate for this opportunity.
I think the one word is persistent. He has been working. He is not the one who is jumping the ship. He has been working with one party, and also even he was not holding any position. He was not elected member. He was not selected member. He was having no post, but still with his busy schedule, with his family, raising his 4 kids, he was working for the party, and one main agenda was to bring the community towards the party. I'm pretty sure that with this skill and with these abilities, he is the right candidate as a nomination candidate from the Mississauga Center for the Conservative Party of Canada.
Thank you so much, Arif Sheikh. It's really good to know, for our audience to know why he is eligible and why do you think they support him for this coming up elections. So now I have with me Nadeem Akbar Khatana, and let's get to know his opinion about Muhammad Ishaq, his candidacy, his opinion, and why he thinks he's an eligible candidate.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. My name is Nadeem Akbar. I'm the candidate of Racket from Milton. In the last federal election, I ran from the Conservative. And for Brother Ishaq, he's been involved on the Conservative side for a long time. He was working on the grassroots level. He has the experience working with the party, bringing the leaders to the community and the community to the leaders. And I think he has got all the check marks, what it requires to become a member of parliament, to become a candidate. And for sure, my personal support and all my friends, we are all supporting Ishaq for this nomination process. And I am 100% sure that he will be an excellent member of parliament, working for the community, for Mississauga Centre. And this is one of the reasons we are all supporting Ishaq. And again, as I mentioned earlier, that he has got all the check marks what requires to be an excellent candidate.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now I have with me Arsalan Beg, and let's get to know his opinion about our candidate Muhammad Ishaq, and why does he think that he is eligible for it. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. Thank you very much. Actually, I know Ishaq Muhammad for a long time, actually, and he's one of a person who's always there to support me whenever when I need him. वो कहते हैं ना, दोस्तों का दोस्त, यारों का यार. इसहाक भाई एक बहुत बड़ी मिसाल है, और इसहाक भाई ने जिस मोमेंट मैंने आधी रात को भी उनको फ़ोन किया, एंड ही इज़ देयर नॉट ओनली टू सपोर्ट मी, टू सपोर्ट ऑल ऑफ हिज फ्रेंड. और इसहाक भाई में सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है कि ही इज़ अ लॉन्ग टाइम कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी ऑफ कनाडा सपोर्टर. उन्होंने कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी के लिए अपनी ज़िंदगी के बहुत कीमती साल पार्टी के लिए दिए हैं, और आज जो है डेफिनेटली आज वो जिस मकाम पे खड़े हैं, हमारा सबका फ़र्ज़ बनता है वी कम फॉरवर्ड एंड पे हिम बैक. हम पे कैसे करेंगे बैक टू बिकम अ मेंबर ऑफ द पार्टी. मिसिसागा सेंटर में हमें अच्छे एमपी की तलाश है. कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी आपको पता है वन ऑफ द बेस्ट पार्टीज़ राइट नाउ, जो कि आपने देखा है लिबरल पार्टी हाउ दे आर इकोनॉमी क्राइसिस में आ चुकी है. लोग मॉर्गेज पेमेंट अफोर्ड नहीं कर रहे, और मॉर्गेज पेमेंट जो है उसके हालात इस तरह से हैं कि लोग अपने घर बेच रहे हैं, घर भी नहीं बिक रहे हैं. अब वो क्या करेंगे? $3,000 से पेमेंट बढ़ के हो गई है $8,000. व्हाट पीपल गोना डू? तो इसलिए पियर पॉलिवर इंशाल्लाह विल बी आवर नेक्स्ट प्राइम मिनिस्टर, और Ishaq bhai will be our next step, inshallah.
So now I have with me Saima Maisa Khan, a well-renowned singer from our GTA and Canada. So let's talk to her and get to know her opinion about Muhammad Ishaq. Assalamu alaikum, Saima. How are you doing today?
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you so much for the amazing introduction. And I do have to say that we need to support Ishaq Muhammad, because he is an amazing, supportive person, very generous, very charismatic, and always there to support the community. So please take your time and vote for him, make this happen, and make this the best event possible.
So now I have with me Bob Dosanjh from Sanja, Punjab, and let's get to know his opinion about our candidate Muhammad Ishaq. Hello, good evening. How are you today?
Assalamu alaikum. Sat Sri Akal.
Sat Sri Akal ji.
क्या हाल चाल ठीक ठाक?
ठीक है जी, आप सुनाएं?
Thank you so much having me. Yeah,
Thank you. It's an honor.
See the crowd.
हाँ जी, full है.
कमाल है. Nomination ਤੇ ਇੰਨਾ crowd ਦੇਖਣ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲਦਾ.
जी, हाँ जी.
Nomination ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹਾਂ 10 right. Banquet hall is full. तो ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ਼ਾਕ ਬਾਈ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਾਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੇ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਤੋਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਆਫ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ ਹੋਣਗੇ, ਔਰ ਹੀ ਵਰਕਿੰਗ ਹਾਰਡ ਫॉर ਪਾਰਟੀ ਫॉर ਲੌਂਗ ਟਾਈਮ.
Definitely.
It's very hard work.
Definitely.
When we had this June, we have a by-election in Oxford. 2 months he stay there, he not even come home. That's hard work. We go there on the weekend, we come back, but he stay there. Hard work. And ਅਸੀਂ ਇਸ਼ਾਕ ਬਾਈ ਦੇ ਸ਼ੁਭ ਸ਼ਾਮਾਂ ਮੁਬਾਰਕਾਂ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇੰਨਾ ਕਰਾਊਡ. ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਬੇਨਤੀ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ, ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਸਾਈਨ ਦ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ਼ਿਪ. ਨੋਮੀਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਹੁਣ ਇੰਨੇ ਵਧੀਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੀਡਰ ਮਿਲੇ ਨੇ ਪੀਅਰ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟ. ਸੋ ਜੋ ਲਿਬਰਲ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਹਾਲਾਤ ਕਰ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਨੇ, ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਘਰੋਂ ਬਕਾਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ, ਸਿੱਧੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੈ. ਲੋਕ ਰੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਹੇ, ਬਸ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਜੇ ਨਵਾਂ ਆਇਆ ਉਹਦੀ ਰੈਂਟ ਟੂ ਮੱਚ ਹੈ, ਪੁਰਾਣਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਨਹੀਂ ਦੇ ਹੋਈ. Cost of living, grocery, everything expensive. Carbon tax, even gas is expensive. I was talking to somebody, truck industry. ਉਹਦੇ 50 ਟਰੱਕ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ $1,000 ਮੇਰਾ ਡੀਜ਼ਲ 1 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਦਾ ਵੱਧ ਲੱਗਦਾ. ਸੋ $50,000 ਇਕੱਲਾ ਡੀਜ਼ਲ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ. ਲੋਡ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਸ ਘਟ ਗਈ. They going to bankrupt. So many people. So now we have to change. Change ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਵਧੀਆ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਨੇ. ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ਼ਾਕ ਮੁਹੰਮਦ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਾਂਗਾ ਬ੍ਰੈਂਪਟਨ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਮਿਸਿਸਾਗਾ ਸੈਂਟਰ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੋਕ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਨੇ 5 ਹੈ 10 ਹੈ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਂਬਰਸ਼ਿਪ ਸਾਈਨ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਟੇਕ ਮਾਰੋ.
अब हमारे साथ मौजूद है नासिर शाह साहब, अ वेल रेनाउंड पर्सनालिटी फ्रॉम आवर जीटीए। तो चलिए पूछते हैं इनसे हमारे कैंडिडेट के बारे में, इशाक मोहम्मद के बारे में, कि व्हाई ही सपोर्टिंग एंड व्हाई डू यू थिंक ही इज एलिजिबल कैंडिडेट। बताएं जी।
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। बहुत शुक्रिया पहले हिना जी आपका और आपके टीवी चैनल का। माशाल्लाह आप बहुत अच्छे तरीके से काम कर रही हैं। और मोहम्मद इसाक मेरा पिछले कुछ 25 ईयर से मेरा फ्रेंड है, बहुत क्लोज फ्रेंड है और माशाल्लाह बहुत एग्रेसिव और बड़ा अच्छा इंसान और बहुत हिम्मत कर रहा है और कोशिश कर रहा है आगे बढ़ने की। और हमें हमारा जो अखलाकी फ़र्ज़ है इसको सपोर्ट करें, क्योंकि जिस तरह का वो काम कर रहा है, जिस तरह वो अपनी कम्युनिटी को साथ लेके जा रहा है, तो लाजमी हमारा जो फ़र्ज़ है उसको पूरा करना चाहिए। और हमारे जो वोट्स हैं अपने दोस्तों को कहें, अपनी फैमिलीज़ को कहें भी प्लीज़ कम फॉरवर्ड एंड वोट टू मोहम्मद इसाक। बहुत शुक्रिया जी।
Now I have with me Mohammed Shoaib, Mayor's Brampton Business Ambassador. तो चलिए बात करते हैं और इनसे पूछते हैं why is supporting Mohammed Ishaq as a candidate and why does he think he is the most eligible one. Assalamu alaikum, how are you today?
I'm good. So thank you very much for TV Canada One. Right. और thank you very much for the cameraman. आपको एक सच बात बताऊं कि इसाक भाई से तकरीबन मैंने 9 to 10 years ago सियासत में मुझे लाने वाले इसाक भाई हैं। मज़े की बात, जब अर्पण हमारे इलाके से ब्रैम्पटन नॉर्थ से खड़ा हुआ था तो उस वक्त मैंने सपोर्ट किया था और अकेला मैं खड़ा हुआ था और लिबरल को पूरे को मैं मुँह दे रहा था, इसलिए पूरा का पूरा वो वहाँ पे लिबरल थी। इसलिए कि अंसार मस्जिद हमारे पास बहुत बड़ी मस्जिद है ब्रैम्पटन के अंदर, तो वहाँ पर हमने सपोर्ट किया था। तो इसाक भाई से मेरे बड़े अच्छे ताल्लुकात हैं और सियासत में मुझे इन करने में टोरंटो के अंदर इसाक भाई का बहुत अहम किरदार है। और जब भी जब इलेक्शन में मैं खड़ा हुआ, इसलिए कि मैं रीजनल काउंसिलर के लिए खड़ा हुआ था वार्ड 9 और 10 से, सो एक अल्फाज मैंने सुने थे कि हमें खाना नहीं, हमें सेल्फियाँ नहीं, हमें वोट की बहुत सख्त ज़रूरत है और नोट की भी। सो हमारे पाकिस्तानी कम्युनिटी को, ख़ास तौर पे मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी को एक ही मेरा पैगाम होगा जो मेरे दिल से है कि बिलीव मी, हम लोग महफिलें तो बहुत बड़ी सजाते हैं लेकिन वोट डालने नहीं निकलते, राइट। और आप यकीन करें कि इलेक्शन दूर है, इतने करीब भी नहीं है, बट मुझे अफसोस इस बात का है कि हम लोग वाकई नहीं निकलते, हम बातें बहुत बड़ी बड़ी करते हैं। इसलिए कि मैं इस सुनारियों से गुजर चुका हूँ, सो आई नो लॉट्स ऑफ थिंग्स कि मेरे साथ मैंने जिस तरीके से 4 months मेरी वाइफ ने, मेरे बच्चों ने मेरे साथ रोडों पे गुजारे थे, उस तरीके का फीडबैक हमें नहीं मिला।
जितनी मेहनत की उतना रिजल्ट नहीं मिला,
राइट। बट बहुत अच्छा रिजल्ट ही था, इसलिए कि फर्स्ट टाइम हम खड़े हुए थे। लेकिन मेरा फिर एक रिक्वेस्ट है, ये नहीं देखिए कि यार वो किस पार्टी से खड़ा हुआ है, ये देखिए कि उसके आगे मोहम्मद लगा हुआ है, ये देखें कि वो एक पाकिस्तानी है, एक मुस्लिम है, उसको ज़रूर देखें। जब तक हम एक दूसरे को सपोर्ट नहीं करेंगे, हम लोग सिर्फ तालियां बजाते रहेंगे और दूसरी कम्युनिटी आपको हार्ड टाइम देती रहेगी। बिल्कुल, ये मैं आपको स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड बात कर रहा हूँ। मेरा दिल कर रहा था कि मैं आके यहाँ पे भी बोलूँ, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोग नाराज़ हो जाते हैं। लेकिन अच्छा हुआ कि आपके तवज्जुह से ये मेरा मैसेज पहुँचना चाहिए कि प्लीज़ वोट वाले दिन एक्सक्यूज़ नहीं बनाइएगा। जो हम जॉब पर हैं या हमारे पास 5 दिन जो है एडवांस पोलिंग के होते हैं, उसके बाद इलेक्शन के होते हैं, हमारे पास 12 घंटे से 10 घंटे होते हैं, उसमें भी हम एक्सक्यूज़ बनाते हैं और एंड ऑफ द डे फिर हम महफिलों में मिलते हैं, यार बस जीता नहीं। वो जीत हार आपके पास है, आप लोग निकलोगे तो जीतेगा, अदरवाइज नहीं जीत सकता। मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है कि सबके सब प्लीज़ वोट डालें सब।
Now I have with me Athar Aryan Amir from CPN, Canadian Pakistani Narrative, और बहुत ही वेल रेनाउंड हमारे कम्युनिटी एक्टिविस्ट हैं, बहुत ही एक्टिव कम्युनिटी मेंबर हैं, बहुत सारे इवेंट्स ऑर्गेनाइज किए हैं रिलेटेड टू चैरिटी एंड सपोर्टिंग द कम्युनिटी। तो आर्यन, आप क्या सोचते हैं? What do you think about Mohammed Ishaq as a candidate and why do you think people should support him?
Yeah, he's one of the best candidates we can ever have. I've known him for many years and I've seen him building bridges between the community, and he was standing by the Conservative Party at the time and there was nobody standing from the community, because you know we always have differences, policy differences and all that, and sometimes you just need somebody from your community to build that bridge, and he's been building that bridge from the day one, and we need people like him to go to the parliament so they can be our voice and they can be Canadians' voice. So I really appreciate what he has done to build community, what he has done for Canadians in general, and the way he's serving the Conservative Party. So I'm really hoping that, inshallah, with God willing, he will win the nomination first, and then obviously he'll win the riding, and then one day, with all the prayers and the hard work he has done in past, he will be one of our ministers.
Now I have with me Azhar Khan from Youth Leadership Program Chair. तो चलिए पूछते हैं इनसे why supporting Ishaq and why does he think he is an eligible candidate. Assalamu alaikum, how are you doing tonight?
Thank you so much, Heena, and thank you Canada One TV to taking me on this important. Why Ishaq Muhammad is important? You see that it's showing his consistency with the Conservative Party, his consistency to continue work with each and every work. The most important thing, many people put their nomination, but what do you do for the community? What do you do for the homeless? What do you do for your youth? And in many years when I see Ishaq Bhai, he's always with the Conservative Party, rather it's in the good this side or that side, and that is the people, and he's been loved by everyone. Today more than 300 people in this hall, and when you see his track record for many years and his consistency, his service to the people, I think he's a very right candidate. So on the platform of Heena Canada One, I would like to request, please, if you are in Mississauga Center, he's on the nomination side, so we need lot of your membership, lot of your votes. Please support him because he will be your voice in the parliament.
Now I have with me Ahmed Goreja, a very well-renowned TV anchor from ARY News and also a very successful businessman. Ahmed, why are you supporting Muhammad Ishaq, and why do you think he's an eligible candidate? Kyun?
Heena, first of all, thank you very much. और secondly, अगर आप देखें तो Ishaq has been working with the party for a long time. और इन्होंने पार्टी को कम्युनिटी के साथ कनेक्ट किया है, लीडर को कम्युनिटी के साथ कनेक्ट किया है. और आप अगर 10 साल पीछे चले जाएं तो हम लोग हमेशा रिलेक्टेंट होते थे कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी को ज्वाइन करने के लिए. तो अब वो एक ऐसा है कि एक वेव ऐसी चेंज हो रही है, और मैं समझता हूं कि अब शायद ज़रूरत है आज की डेट की कि कंजर्वेटिव पार्टी को सपोर्ट किया जाए. और अदर देन दैट कि हमारे अपने कैंडिडेट हैं, हमारे पाकिस्तानी कैंडिडेट हैं, हमारी कम्युनिटी में उनका नाम है, तो इतने लोगों को एक जगह पे इकट्ठे कर लेना यही सबूत है इस बात का कि ये एक सक्सेसफुल कैंडिडेट होंगे. और इंशाल्लाह आने वाले टाइम में आप देखेंगे कि स्पेशली अगर मिसिसागा सेंटर की बात करते हैं तो Ishaq will win that seat.
Now I have with me Anurag Chawla, a very active member from our community. Let's get to know his opinion about our candidate Muhammad Ishaq. What do you say about him?
Well, I would say that I call him Ishaq Bhai, and I've known him for some time because we are in the same profession, we are in the real estate. And I've dealt with him also recently. We did some deal together, and he was very professional, very kind, because I feel that the person's, nature reflects in his business, in his dealing with the other people as well. So I would say that he is a good candidate, and I'm here to support him. He called me himself on the phone, and then he sent me a message, and I came here too. And we feel that it is time that diversity is represented across all sections of at all levels of government, basically, in terms of federal, provincial, and municipal. So I wish him all the best. I think he's a very deserving and very capable candidate who's worked hard for many years, and one of the first few Muslim candidates who's been instrumental in bringing a lot of Muslims into the Conservative Party, and I think he's done a great work for the community. He's a nice and very kind and honest gentleman.
अब हमारे साथ हैं टोनी सिंह, और उनसे पूछते हैं, अ वेरी वेल रिनाउंड बिजनेसमैन फ्रॉम टोरंटो, उनसे पूछते हैं कि क्या समझते हैं कि क्यों इशाक जो है इस एलिजिबल कैंडिडेट, और क्या टर्म्स हैं उनके साथ, कैसे एक्सपीरियंसेस रहे इशाक के साथ आपके?
हाँ जी, मेरा नाम टोनी सिंह है, और इशाक साहब को मैं पिछले मोर देन 15 ईयर से जानता हूँ. ही इज़ अ वेरी नाइस एंड हम्बल पर्सन. ही इज़ वेरी हेल्पफुल एंड always support to the people they need it, and he's very nice. We definitely vote for him and support for him, and I'll highly recommend Ishaq Muhammad from Mississauga Central, and he definitely win for the MP and for the Conservative Party. Thank you.
Now I have with me Rizwan Pasha, a very well-renowned community member and having a business in printing and graphics. So, चलिए पूछते हैं आपसे, why are you supporting him and why do you think he is an eligible candidate?
जी सबसे पहले तो हिना आपका शुक्रिया और कनाडा वन टीवी का शुक्रिया। जी सवाल बड़ा खूबसूरत आपने किया है कि इसहाक भाई से हमारे ताल्लुकात जो हैं तकरीबन 1.5 डेकेड की हो गए हैं, तकरीबन 15 साल से ज़्यादा। इसहाक भाई जब कनाडा आए थे तो उनसे मुलाकात हुई थी और वेरी हम्बल मैन, और सिंस बिगनिंग जब भी मैंने इनको देखा है कि हमेशा दूसरों की हेल्प करना और बहुत ज़्यादा हर चीज़ में बढ़ चढ़ कर हिस्सा लेना। अब हमारा वक्त है, हमारा टाइम आया कि हम उनकी हेल्प करें। तो अब जिस तरह अभी नॉमिनेशन के लिए पता है कि रन कर रहे हैं, तो हम सबों को आगे आना चाहिए। और अगर आप उस एरिया में नहीं रहते हैं तो आप कोशिश करें आपके रिश्तेदार रिलेटिव जो भी रहते हों उनको जो है लेकर आएँ आगे और उनको बताएं ताकि नॉमिनेशन में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग मेंबरशिप के फॉर्म फिल कर सकें।
Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm Heena Siddiqi from Canada One TV. Tonight we are gathering together at Capital Banquet Hall in the honor of meet and greet for Ishaq Muhammad, who is a candidate, nomination candidate for Federal Conservative in Mississauga Center. तो चलिए पूछते हैं इनसे और जानते हैं कि why he's going for this position and what interest he has in politics and how can he help the community and can prove himself a better candidate than others. Assalamu alaikum, how are you doing tonight?
वालेकुम अस्सलाम, वेरी गुड, आई एम डूइंग फाइन, थैंक यू सो मच हिना। आप हमेशा बहुत हेल्प करती हैं, हमेशा आप मुझे प्रमोट करती हैं और कम्युनिटी के बहुत सारे जो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं उनको सबको आप प्रमोट करती हैं। आप अपना टाइम सेक्रीफाइस करती हैं, उसके लिए मैं आपका बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करता हूँ। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. It's an honor. Actually, I have the same spirit as you. The way you are doing and excelling in this community and bringing a contribution and making a difference, that same thing I am feeling for myself, that it's our job to do it because we owe a lot to this community and this country.
Definitely. I agree with you 100%. Yes, we have to give back to the community, you know, because this country has given us so much that now since we have little time, we can sacrifice our time, but this is our moral duty that we give back to the country, to the community, so that we can give whatever we have. We can train people, we can mentor people, so that they can be part of this society in a better way.
Right. What challenges you're experiencing, you think you can make a difference and you can probably do something about it when you will be in the position to make a change?
The biggest challenge right now is, you know, we don't have lots of volunteers in our communities, especially youth. We should send our kids for volunteer work. Every family should train our kids so that they can go outside, work with other communities, learn from those communities and teach them their things. So I'm alhamdulillah blessed that I have a lot of volunteers, but this is again a thing we should work on, and as a member of parliament I will definitely be the voice of Mississauga, especially Mississauga Center, for sure. You know, currently you don't see energy there in the riding, but I'm trying to bring that energy back, and I'm also trying that I will be the most hardworking member of parliament in the parliament.
Well, another question for you is, I have seen you always supporting conservative and then representing them in a volunteer manner or maybe as an active member supporting the leaders. So why do you think, even though when our, you know, those Pakistani or the Desi community was supporting liberals, you were always been a part of a conservative, and now I can see that, you know, why you were with them. But from you, I want to ask that, what was your vision for conservative and why do you think they are the better party than the others?
Oh, thank you so much. Actually, that is the best question you asked. You know, what happened was back when Stephen Harper was Prime Minister, you know, I experienced that our community, they are going far away from Conservative Party. They never wanted to be part of the party. So I tried to read the nerve that why is it happening.
Right.
So I found out that there is a lack of communication. There were only a couple of Muslim community members who were working with the party, and I think they were not approaching in a better way. They were not conveying community's message to the party leadership. That's why there were some misconceptions and misunderstandings between party and the community. So I wanted to work on that. So I wanted to be a bridge between community and the party, which alhamdulillah I did. You can see I'm very successful in that. So finally everybody like you, so they always helped me, and they've been asking me, when are you going to run for yourself? So now I decided finally. So here I am, and need your support.
Definitely, we are all here to support you, and almost more than 300 people are attending this event. And my another question to you is how. How is this process going to take place of, selecting the candidate, and what timelines you can give us so people can be aware of what part they have to do to, kind of make this, your campaign kind of a successful.
Oh, thank you very much again, Heena. So basically, everybody has to sign a membership of Conservative Party of Canada, whoever living in my riding. Once we have signed the membership, those members, they will vote to elect me, or if I don't have enough members, then other person will be elected. So if you want to elect me and you want me to make a difference, then please sign up a membership. And for that, either you can call me, message me, email me. My number is 416-949-2555. Or you can approach me on social media. On Facebook, my ID is Muhammad Ishaq. You can approach me in any way. I'll be really happy to contact you back. And if you can sign up a membership, that'll be really helpful for me.
What will be the website for your membership sign?
It is donate.conservative.ca.
Okay, all right. And is there any cost associated with this membership?
Yes, there's $15 per person, per member, basically, you have to pay, yes.
What is the eligibility criteria for the membership?
Canadian nationals, PR, and 14 years and above.
Okay. All right. The final question to you is that how do you want to see your community to support you, in what way, and what they can do to make it better?
For now, I need membership. So that is the only part I need help with. Once we are elected, then next step will come. So for now, I need your support in finding out if someone, your friend, your family, anyone lives in my riding, so please ask them to sign up membership. So that'll be a best help for me.
Okay, the last question. I know I have a lot of questions in my mind, but I think we are running out of time. So what suggestion or the message you want to give to the liberals, especially people who are supporting from our community, from your riding, you're going for that, why is it important for you to, come in power and make a change?
Because you can see the uncertainty in the country. You can see 2 million people every month, they're visiting food banks, which is insane. And we are bringing more and more people, but we are not making arrangements for them. Yesterday, one refugee, he died because of cold, because he did not have shelter. He did not have the roof under which he could live, he could survive. This is really unfortunate, and you can see the inflation, you can see unemployment, you can see lawlessness. These things, for especially this beautiful country, Canada, is like a poison. So we want to come in the power so that we can make the change, we can get rid of all these things.
One more question, last for our community. What one important thing would you like to start with or propose it to the leadership or to the conservative when you will be in power? What difference you want to make? Just one important step, how you will initiate it?
Honestly, again, communication is a power. So I will work on communicating in different ways, so that basically when you communicate with each other, you understand each other better. And when you understand each other better, then you get closer and then you help each other a lot. So I would again work hard on bringing my leadership to my community closer than ever, so that they can understand each other, and then they can find out that what, this is what community likes are, this is what dislikes are. So this is what we're supposed to do, this is what we are not supposed to do, so the community does not get hurt.
Okay. Thank you so much, Muhammad Ishaq, and it's really nice to know all the details, and I really wanted to dig deep, because this is really important for the community, that why they're choosing you and why you are a better candidate than others. So definitely good luck to you, congratulations, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. बहुत शुक्रिया हिना, as always आप हमेशा help करती हैं. Thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you. We'll see you some other time. Thank you. So ये थे हमारे साथ Muhammad Ishaq, a nominations कैंडिडेट. अब आपके सामने सारी सूरत हाल मौजूद है. आपने जान लिया है कि क्यों आप इनको सपोर्ट करें, क्या वो रीजंस हैं जो ये दूसरे कैंडिडेट से बेहतर हैं, और परफॉर्मेंस कैसी रहेगी. तो होपफुली आपको हमारा आज का सेगमेंट अच्छा लगा होगा, ये कवरेज अच्छी लगी होगी. उम्मीद करती हूँ आप हमें अपने फीडबैक देंगे. हीना सिद्दीकी 007@gmail.com पर अगली बार फिर मुलाकात होगी. तब तक अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिए. शबा खैर. अल्लाह हाफिज.
Many know Pierre Poilievre as the leader the country needs. His parents know him as the boy they adopted and raised in their modest home. His children know him as Papa. I know him as a guy who loves me, an immigrant and his wife. So when Pierre says it doesn't matter where you're from, but where you're going, he's lived it. Let's bring it home.